Hey guys, John here from Black Box, and I'm proud to introduce a brand new product here today, the Myothrusta. Manufactured here at our headquarters, specifically designed for full muscle activation throughout a leg press movement, from full flexion right through to full extension. Putting the athlete then in a supine position, it allows for full movement, isolating our leg extensors and allowing for an athlete's spine, hips and knees to comfortably manage the compressive forces generated through a traditional leg press movement. So this machine is ideal for strength training, but also perfect for rehabilitation. It can be easily adjusted for 3 distinctive resistance profiles, adding more options for your training or recovery using a locking pin system, as you can see along the top here. Varying the resistance through the different stages of the movement and can be manipulated to provide differing muscle stimulus or activation. So I'm going to take you through some of the features of the Myothrusta and how it works. So why would we choose the Myothrusta over our traditional exercises for strength training? Well, I agree, they have their advantages, but they also have their limitations. For example, back squat, standard leg press don't adequately exercise the muscles from our full flexion right through to full extension, and can lead to issues that associate with adverse loading and excessive forces in the lumbar region and our knees. So Myothrusta then, to explain why this is an advantage to rehabilitation and a really good addition to your strength training program. Along the top here then you can see that we have an adjustable bar and pin system here. At the moment it is set up in a low range position, ideal for explosive movements, has a built-in braking system, so when the athlete's at the end of motion, it will automatically control the weight load, allowing the athlete to return back to full flexion. Then we have our mid position, so it's the middle pins here on the horizontal bar along the top. This is ideal as it matches our body's capacity to handle load and allows for consistent movement from full extension right through to full flexion. Then at the very top end of the scale, we have our high range, and this is designed for an athlete to overcome inertia from rest. If you imagine a back squat position, full hold at the bottom with a heavy load, at the high end position, that replicates that movement, allowing the athlete to build strength from there. Fully adjustable pads here, and you can see, fully adjustable from the bottom, allowing athletes of different heights to adjust it to a comfortable position and allowing them to complete the exercises where necessary. So I think what we need to do at this point is get somebody in here to show you how this works. Okay, so Chris has kindly volunteered to demonstrate the Myothrusta today. So Chris is going to come around the back and get himself positioned in a supine position on the foam pad here. So once he's in, we've already located the shoulder pads here, but you can adjust those back and forward as discussed to meet the athlete's needs, make it comfortable. So as you can see, full flexion here, and Chris is going to press his feet out to full extension whilst holding onto the handles, and he can bring that back into extension. Now, what Chris is experiencing here is a consistent capacity to handle load. So that load does not change for Chris. So if he goes again and presses, that load remains constant from the beginning to the end, and then back to full flexion again. This is what makes this ideal for that rehabilitation movement, where an athlete has had issues with hips or knee issues in the past. They're able to complete these exercises under constant load. Strength and conditioning then, if we went to the high position and repeated the same movement again, we're building strength from the bottom of our squat. The ability to drive power at rest will increase by increasing load here on the end. So a little thing to note on the weight plate, as you can see, we have this loaded at the moment with a fairly low weight of about 50 kilos. This is our minimum recommended weight to use our Myothrusta with. Once you've got your 50 kilos on, you can then start loading it up as per the athlete's requirements for that training session. To adjust it, taking the plates off will allow you to move the pin position from the low right through to the end range. Another couple of features to note then on this, anything that you see here chrome plated is anti-scratch, so moving parts, your sleeves down at the bottom, bar along the top here, feet pad, and also our adjustable bar here are all anti-scratch, so it's going to stand the test of time in any gym facility. All manufactured and powder coated here at Black Box, so this thing is going to be robust and it's going to feature well within your space. So I'm going to take a bit of time now. I'm going to get Chris out of the machine and then I'll take you through some key and unique features of the Myothrusta. Okay, so showing you how it works, taking you through some of the features, but now I'm going to summarize some of the unique characteristics of the Myothrusta. So as we know, fully recumbent, having our athlete in that supine position is ideal for limiting any potential stress on our lower lumbar, hips and our knees. Natural position with a full range of motion. Our traditional strength exercises never get there. This will allow you to do that and allow your athletes full range of motion in their training. Even load distribution, massive feature of our Myothruster. It's why we use it. You will have that same load distribution from the minute you start the movement right to the very end, and has the multi-position functionality, which is your low end right through to the high end. That's the functionality, that's the features. What about its construction? Well, we've talked about our anti-scratch, our powder coating, our manufactured steel here, Black Box. We've got our pads, and a lot of the times these can be foamy, they can be squidgy, but these things are nice and comfortable. They're solid. That allows the athlete to shoulder drive into the pad while it's pressing their feet the other direction. Foot pad then. Got an abrasive surface, it's grippy, allows the athlete's feet to remain in position throughout the whole movement. Really, really important that we don't have that slippage so that they're getting that consistent and even load throughout the movement. And finally, guys, we have the ability to bolt this solidly to your floor or to your space. A lot of these machines come and they're kind of free to move about, but in this case you can have it solid, in position, in place, where it'll remain and allow you to train where needed. Hope you guys agree that this is a fantastic piece of kit. We're super proud to be able to launch this one. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit us a like. If you want to open up a conversation, let us know what you think. Drop a comment down below. And for all inquiries, please feel free to reach out to the sales team here at Black Box.